back in real time, touch it up in real time. That way, once I add more and more edges, it'll be more accepting of it because there's no conflict in the faces and the edges getting crushed inward like here. So it is supposed to work together. See what I'm doing here? Now I'm prepping it more and more. This now area, so right for now, this part's getting impacted. See right here, a whole lot of edges. So I'm pulling. This one little line I added is actually a whole lot of information that I need to prep. Spend a good amount of time prepping it to receive more edges after, and that way it won't get really stubborn with me. Like here, probably have to add one now because of this area getting stretched like crazy. See? And then this forces this to open up like this, and then now the mesh is more receptive to adding edge loops because they're not crushed in and not having a hard time pulling and pushing the quadra blue faces. So yeah, touching that up. So get rid of that thing. Oh, something's wrong here. See how it collapsed? See? So since I'm aware of that and that I can't move it as well, this is a place where I'm gonna have to add later. This here, I'm gonna pull this back. It's too close to each other. Space it out more nicely. Pull this in, the muzzle, so the muzzle wraps around. I'm just working off of the texture, using the texture to help me. Widen that up, like so. That way when the mesh smooths, it won't crunch into each other. There we go. So this is huge in terms of just I'm taking the time to lay it out nicely. This is everything actually, all this little prepping work, because that allows you to place more edges cleanly and uniformly. Like here, definitely gonna put one here, but once I do, it's gonna add a whole lot. So I'm gonna start pulling this down a bit, like that, like that. Go back over here, pull on that, pull on that a bit, like that. Looking all around, trying to get a nice line flow. For me, this is just like drawing, where I'll do my construct lines, drawing, just to get the volume of the mesh, volume of the drawing, using ellipses, similar to that concept. This area here. Okay, so this is coming around. Maybe pull this a bit. These are getting too close. This is a tear duct where there's going to be some facial animation. Or at least that's what's the purpose of it. There you go. So it's tight at the corners where there's going to be folding and bending because of the eye blinking. But then you'll notice that this area is kind of, a lot. And next to each other, but then it starts to get wider and wider and wider. See? Reason why is that this area needs the extra lines. Like this area probably gonna need that extra line right there. See? Then I'm gonna pull this, pull, see, and then pull that. And it helps kind of ease the flow. There you go. Like that. Pull this, all the facing, make it nice. Like this, like this, like this. It's kind of tedious, but there's no way around it. Okay. Pull this back like so, and then bang, see, then pull like so, and this area is starting to get really congested, but it's okay because that's gonna allow me to do this, right? Pull, see, pull gives it more information for the snout to actually use really nicely, like that. And it also crosses over to the tear duct eye area, that one extra loop that I just made right now. We don't just add it and just touch up a small section. You touch up the entire length of it, going like that, going like that. That way it normalizes everything very nicely, like this. See, now you can pull this down. I can afford to pull this down and not worry about stretching all around it. Like this. It has a cascade effect. See? It just eases things up. But all of this is possible only because of the fact that I'm cleaning things up as I'm working all around it. This area, all this data. See what's happening here? At this part it lost its loop. See? So just grab this, grab that, lock it in like that. But now it does this. So this is where things will blow up really fast. Best thing to do is just freaking kill it. And then start from here. That way I don't have to deal with skewing lines and some crazy nonsense. And then makes it easier to think. See? Then put one here. Bang. And do that. Bop. See? That's why it's easier to just freaking delete it. Pull, 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 pull. Now I can pull more here. I can afford to pull it down more. And this will slide in more, which allowed this to pull more. Pull that. This here, I'm not dealing with that. I want the snout. Pull on that, like so. Put one here. Hold shift, relax it. So it's gonna, nope, it's not gonna relax it the way I want. Pull. Alright, so this wraps around, but it's going, this is supposed to wrap around the snout, the base of the snout, but it's not really doing that. See? So I'm like, you know, forget it. I'm gonna just move it like that. It's better to just add dots after the fact than deal with all of that, because it's so easy to just add more. Put one here, put one here, bang, see? Put one here, bang. This area is going to have more edges converging because there's a lot of deformation here. You know, as whiskers, and these guys will kind of puff up and down or squeeze or whatever the hell. That's why they're converging like that. So there's mechanical and anatomical reasoning behind when certain areas crunch up, and also modeling reasons why, so that we get this little tight crunch effect. And the only way you get this nice rounding effect here, and this little split like this for the whisker pouch, whatever the hell it is by adding a little bit more at those critical juncture areas. Then you go back in, you touch it up. Like this has to be done. If it's not done, there's no point to any of this. There you go. You can make this a little bit closer. Yep. So 1, 2, probably a third one will do the trick. Just 3. A lot of times these things go by 3s. In terms of the rolls, every 3 rolls. There you go. Turn the camera so to help it target lock. There you go. See? Like right now, I would already start. I would have a lot of image references with feline type of 3D character mesh, because I need that information to help me guide my construction path. But I don't have time for that right now, you know. And unfortunately, like, and don't take it the wrong way, but it's not my job to find the image references for the students. But actually, I did find the image references for the students. I could put more, but I can't do everything, man. Okay, somewhere along the lines, I'm gonna probably add another one here, probably. Fuck it, just do it. See, now I can have more to work with, but I have to go in and make use of it right away to clean it up. This tedious work. Now this will fold nicely, like so. Now this, I can pull this a bit. A nice little bend, like train tracks. See? Not bad, not bad. Now they're gonna start interconnecting already. I'm just gonna give it a shot. This might work out, maybe. Not bad. Okay, then this here, this was to go up too. So I'm thinking, you know what? Oh, fuck off. Do that. See, I'm using this data over here. This little mouse and whisker pouch or whatever they call it, man. I don't know. Just like that. See? I think this will work like this. Now this will go up to here. Watch. But dot, bang. But I have to be careful. See what's happening? Because I think this is what's been happening. See with the students. They have to go in, kind of pull it out to kind of coax out the puffness. Because when you coax out the puffness, you could have less issues when adding more resolution. is why I'm working in real time to help me model. Pulling like this, trying to see if I can have it latch on to come on the outer cage, outer dummy mesh. Come on, man. There. Hopefully this will be enough. See if it's not doing that. Yeah, see. You can't make it be less translucent. I don't know how to make it not translucent, the dummy mesh. Maybe we can do this. This kind of helps me. See, we could tell that something's a little bit funky going on. It's these situations that make it hard for the new students to kind of pick up the, not pick it up, but to apply the added resolution needed. See what's happening here? So I'm gonna just turn this back on, make it, see right now I understand, see? The textures help a lot. See, this is the outer little pouch rim. See, now I gotta put this in, like so, like that. There you go. Okay, now I understand better. Put dot here, bang. Put dot here, bang. Pull a bit. Okay. Maybe pull that a bit. Maybe pull this a bit. Widen that out a bit. Okay. Nice. And then this part is getting kind of close. Right here is getting kind of sketchy. I need space. There. Alright. Like that. I need to make room basically. The reason why I need to make room is I'll kind of show after. Alright, so this area, see, let's forget this, just freaking kill this shit. Control Shift to kill it. I'm just gonna make these train tracks. There you go. I have to spread it out because they're getting super tight to each other. This is still a lot. Pull. See, gets tight, loosens up, see? Up. Okay. Up from under this side, come back around. Trying to understand where it's collapsing. So it looks like it's here, it's collapsing. One, two. I'll leave it like that for now. Oh, look. See? This is what I mean by eventually it'll come back together. here. Just have to, because of the fact that the mesh has a lot of curvature running around. There. I think that's pretty much this area. And this all come together afterwards. Put one here, put one like that. This area looks a little tight. Can make some room, make use of the extra lines. And it'll help to find its way back into each other. This area. So when these two creases, when these two come together, they all make that crease. Let's see what's happening. Yeah, fine. I'm just gonna kill it then. Come back to it later. I don't like looking at those stupid little stretching lines. Get rid of this. Come back to it later. Main important thing is getting the major landmarks nailed. Because once, like, see how I'm consolidating and I'm nailing the major landmarks, and I don't give a crap about all the other stuff. I give a crap about this, I give a crap about here, and I'm just sticking here because it's essentially important. And this snout muzzle is almost done already, see? And this, screw it, man. Just freaking get rid of it. Stupid freaking. Okay, there. See? It's easier to work with when you're working in parts and pieces that are its own little components. See? So much easier for the brain to process. But also because just by experience, but that experience is gained by also gathering a shit ton of image references and just a lot of trial and error. Okay, not bad. Pull, realign, ease it up nicely, make the lines nice. Okay, almost there. This now area is its own closed loop, closed loop, closed loop. This itself is its own massive closed loop. This itself is its own massive self-contained closed loop, self-contained closed loop, because it's going to loop around. And it will not, go this way or that way. It's all self-contained, and that means that there's going to be less amount of lines to deal with at the end. Everything is being optimized for best use. There. Okay. See, I'm just using the, see, perfect, see? I got the cracks, the point where it transitions. Or this one, like that maybe? See? Nice. Pull it down, nice. Making better use of the lines. There we go. And then pop. That way here, you could feel you can feel the crease when you press smooth later, because these are tight next to each other on purpose, because they act as supporting edge loops for the muzzle to get that crease. Because like I said to the class, when edges are next to each other running parallel, it makes tight creases, and this is gonna create that. See? Like, just shape wise, picture wise, you could tell what's happening. And all this has to be made nice. See how uniform they're becoming.